The Bell Witch. Every paranormal investigator has to find his way to Adams, Tennessee. And every paranormal investigator eventually finds himself at a farm that ceased being simply a farm somewhere in the 1800s. Here are the real files, not the ones told over a campfire while roasting a perfectly harmless marshmallow. They're pulled from journal entries, depositions, and the notes of one very special visitor. John Bell was a successful, pious farmer with a good name among his community, and the more you add, the more significant the story gets. At first, there was just a scratch, an unnerving knock that would follow them from room to room, growing in volume when an effort was made to tune it out. It got worse, though. Then the knocking began speaking with multiple voices, singing, ranting, and reciting Bible verses while, at other times, maliciously mocking its hapless hosts. The thing, whatever it was, claimed to be Kate. The entity, whatever the proper and, frankly, unnerving term, clearly detested John Bell. It singled out his daughter, Betsy. He'd pull her hair and pinch her, leaving visible red marks appearing out of nowhere in front of family and neighbors. Word spread like wildfire. A whispered, fearful news passed among the local populace. So much so that, it is said, Andrew Jackson himself paid a visit. Prior to winning the presidency and while still on his way to the highest office of the land, Jackson reportedly traveled with several companions to debunk the alleged disturbances. His wagon reportedly became stuck when the tires suddenly solidified as the team approached the farm, and that any forward movement only continued once Kate apparently announced that general. And while a number of men in their company attempted to witness an apparition up close that fateful night, at least one supposedly swore up and down that he wouldn't go back to that farm on a dare, even with a military bodyguard by his side. John Bell was discovered deceased during December of 1820, and the family reported that he discovered a strange substance within his medicine. No one else could define or ever explain, and proclaimed as the culprit of the murder. Soon afterwards, it was all blessedly terminated. Betsy Bell lived out a good and normal existence. Their farm eventually collapsed and faded to ruin, but the cave nearby remains as part of the folklore surrounding one America's oldest and by now well-studied paranormal phenomena of its day.